He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife, snubbed, not once, but twice. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Snubbing a narcissist is probably one of the worst things that you could ever do to a narcissist. It presents two problems for the narcissist. If you walk away from that narcissist, ignore the narcissist, don't answer the phone to the narcissist, but especially if you snub the narcissist in person, you're not giving any fuel to the narcissist, which, as you know, is the lifeblood of the narcissist. Fuel provides validation to the narcissist of their own self-certified importance. It allows the narcissist to feel powerful. It calms the anxiety and the doubts. It starts to fill the chasm that exists within the narcissist. Fuel is hugely important to the narcissist. If you'd like to understand more about its role, please do read my excellent book, Fuel, which you can find in the Knowledge Vault, link in the video description, or on Amazon. Accordingly, if you don't react to the narcissist, you don't provide any fuel, and that is a problem for the narcissist. Furthermore, if you snub the narcissist, you threaten the narcissist's inherent need for control. This makes the narcissist feel weakened, vulnerable, pathetic. Accordingly, snubbing a narcissist is a kiss-kiss, bang-bang scenario, a double whammy of problems for the narcissist because they're starved of fuel and they are also wounded, which threatens their need for control. The usual response is for fury to ignite, be it cold or heated, which propels the narcissist to take remedial action to address the wounding, thus commandeering attention from the wounder in order to alleviate the problem that has been caused, to draw fuel from them, to stop the wounding and to assert control. That can't always be done directly, at least, leaving the narcissist to sometimes have to apply the indirect assertion of control or to withdrawal, seek fuel elsewhere from different appliances. But the fact is, if you snub a narcissist, it's a big problem for the narcissist. This one's wife has been snubbed not just once, but twice recently, which poses a problem for her. This one's wife is propelled by a firm belief that she is the most important person in the universe. She believes she should be paid for walkabouts. She believes that everybody flocks to see her, that all men want to knock her hip out, all women want to be like her. She believes that women look at the way that she dresses and think, gosh, if only I had her style, without realizing that many of them are sniggering at the laces fashion abomination that she's wearing. She believes that her speeches are on a par with the most esteemed polymath. She recognizes, in her own mind, that everything she says is momentous and important, that her views are unique, that they've never been articulated before, that the things that she does are those things which are done for the very first time. In her world, everything she does is pioneering. She believes she is the main draw, that people flock to see her, that they want to listen to her, they want to gaze upon her, they wish to worship at the altar of this one's wife. Unfortunately for her, as a consequence of being an unpleasant, talentless and charisma-free individual, she's given repeated reminders that she isn't all of those things. That doesn't cause her to accept it. Of course not. The narcissism will never ever allow her to recognize what she truly is. But these reminders cause a threat to control. And the first snub that she received was as a consequence of a posting on social media by the US Polo Association. With the strap line, just a regular day at Polo, crown emoji, nothing to see here, there are several pictures of Harry, and another picture of Harry, and another picture of Harry. There are no pictures of this one's wife. None whatsoever. She isn't in the background, she isn't stood to the side of him. They've purposely chosen pictures which don't involve her. Why? 2 reasons. Harry is the draw. He is the royal that's at the polo matches. He's the one who's there playing polo. He is true royalty. This one's wife isn't a polo player, and she married in. Furthermore, she's unpopular. Now, Harry's popularity, of course, has also sunk, but at least he has a degree of star quality, if you will, as a consequence of he's a blood-born prince. With this one's wife, she's seen as this talentless grifter who's piggybacked off his fame and reputation and sought to do rather well out of it. And people recognise this. They're not interested in her. She is the tag-along. They're not interested in what she has to say because she's dull. They're not interested in her flapping gums as she talks about nothing, often to herself, because they see her as an empty vessel. Nothing meaningful to say, nothing interesting to say. Undoubtedly just talking about herself. In the partnership, Harry is the star. Yes, his star has waned as a consequence of his coupling with her, but he still retains that position. She has never got there. She likes to think that she has, but she hasn't. And the fact is, and this has been said before, people want to deal with Harry and not her. And thus, this is reinforced by the quite clear photographs that have been posted by the US Polo Association, making it abundantly clear this is about Harry, not about this one's wife. And she doesn't figure anywhere. Thus, she is snubbed, which, were she aware of that, it would infuriate her, because she believes that she's the star. She's the one that people have come to see. She's the one that's more important than Harry. A second snub came as reported by The Mirror. This one's wife snubbed by Prince Harry's pal Nacho Figueras in brutal photo choice. The US Polo Association says we don't want to hear anything about this one's wife. Pooh, no thank you. And it would appear that Nacho is of the same view. The Mirror reports the Duchess of Sussex, this one's wife, appears to have been snubbed by a long-time pal of Prince Harry's, Nacho Figueras. The Argentinian polo player and Harry posed for a series of pictures at the Royal Salute Polo Challenge after playing a match. Harry's also said to be filming a new project for Netflix highlighting the world of polo and behind the scenes of the sport. Figueras then uploaded some of the pictures to his Instagram, but appeared to have missed out any pictures, including this one's wife. Fans were quick to notice the Duchess's exclusion. Commenting on the snub, one fan asked on X, Nacho posted 2 pics of the awards ceremony. Who's missing? Another added, pictures really are worth 1,000 words. A third brutally added, ouch. The photo snub comes as this one's wife has unveiled her first offering from her new high-end lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard Retirement Homes. Thus, Nacho Figueras, Harry's friend, his wife, supposedly friends with this one's wife, but he doesn't post any pictures of her either, which people note. More wounding for this one's wife, a double snub, American Polo Association and Nacho Figueras. Not interested in her because she's boring, because she's bland, because she's beige, because she's grasping, because she's irritating. It's no wonder that people want to exclude her. But for a narcissist such as this one's wife, who believes that she is so important, so loved, so adored, to be snubbed not just once, but twice, wounds her and will result in the ignition of fury. She's not able to do anything direct about it. She's not going to contact the US Polo Association and start berating them for her exclusion. She is unlikely to contact Nacho Figueras and say, why didn't you put up a picture of me? In all likelihood, she'll complain about it to Harry, He'll sit there, putting his headphones on, no doubt, to listen to a new episode of the Teletubbies in order to drown out the incessant drone of his whinging and complaining wife. Once again, the unpopularity of this one's wife is highlighted, as she is snubbed not once, but twice. Something a narcissist cannot stand. I'm H.G. Judah. Thank you for listening.